Hi, this is Kari from Kari's Kitchen using Pampered Chef, and I'm going to show you tonight a family favorite of ours. It's called shepherd pie, and I've done a few steps ahead of time so it won't take as long, but it's really an easy recipe. So you can see I've started with browning my hamburger. I have chopped onions. I used my food chopper to chop the onions. I quarter them and dice them a little bit before I use the chopper, and I'm using the cutting board that I showed the other day, polypropylene. It saves the knives even on the chopper. If you're using the chopper for things like nuts or graham crackers, it does come with a little lid so you can contain it, but for onions this works perfect. I also am using my chef knife to cut up my vegetables. So I have in here, actually I'm doubling the recipe, so 2 pounds of hamburger. It calls for a half a cup of onions, and so I have 1 cup onions, and then 2 cloves of garlic. And again, here's the garlic press. You put the fresh cloves in, you don't need to take the skins off, press it through. I usually take my knife and just cut off the pulp. Easy to clean. It comes with some attachments that clean the little holes. So I am using my cast iron skillet, and again, I've just been really loving cooking with my cast iron. But over time you have to use your cast iron in a particular way to season. If you're not interested in doing that, we'll probably use these camping, etc. So it'll be nice to come and go. But we do have cast iron that has the enamel coating on it. You can also get a lid with the enamel ones. So those are not fireproof, but these black ones are. So that's why we camp, so we got these. So take a look at that. What I like about this, it goes right from the stove to the oven, and you'll see that. So I am also using the mix and scrape. It's good for big stirring. So what I'm going to do next is add, this is where it's really easy. I'm going to use my kitchen shears. I'm taking 1 frozen bag of mixed vegetables, cutting those open. It calls for 2 cups, but I'm going to kind of just guesstimate. So we'll use 2 bags. Well, maybe not quite 2, it's 12 ounces, so maybe 3/4 bag. Well, we really like this. So stir that up a little bit just to get the meat and the carrots, etc. mixed up. It was funny because my husband came home last night and he looked and saw that there wasn't any supper made, and he says, "Oh, I thought you were doing a live today." So I decided to do it on Wednesday. You take a jar of beef gravy, stir it in. I can use my mini scraper to clean the jar out, get all the good gravy. This is one of the reasons I love Pampered Chef, is their recipes are really easy to make, and they're really good. I didn't say they were diet, but they're really good. And that's maybe why they're really good, because they're not diet. Some of them are, but of course I usually don't make those. But so 2 jars of gravy. My daughter said that she and her boss watched my live this week from Hawaii, so I am spanning the globe. So stir this a little bit, get it mixed up. We have some really good February specials. If you are a hostess, you get 60% off any stoneware. So that's a really great, and they have some new stones now that actually have a kind of a finish to them. So if you're thinking about, and it's not, some of them are on sets, so you can get a good savings on the stoneware. If you are a guest at a show, or if you just want to place an order with me, if you purchase, let's see, these really small. If you purchase, I don't know if it says 80, you get a free skinny scraper. And if you spend up to 100, you get the little muffin tin. And if you spend over, I think it's 150, then you get both. So I will be posting the specials. We also have a sale going on right now with the best blender forever. So it's a unique appliance that Pampered Chef now has, where little components go with it. So it's not just a blender. You can then also use some of the attachments like the smoothie maker. And then also there is another sale on the manual. If you don't want to do like the food chopper, there's a manual chopper. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do, and this is where it's kind of fun. I like to make things fancy. So I'm going to use the accent decorator. I've already started filling the tube with potatoes, mashed potatoes. I made them in my 2-quart microwave cooker. What I like about these cookers, mine is the old version, but it has, I think you can see, drainage on each side. So you can make things like noodles or vegetables and drain them without even opening it. And it's nice and safe, and like potatoes, it was quick and easy in the microwave. So I'm taking my accent decorator, which I think I've gone through 2 of these because I donated one to, I think, my son. And then it comes with 6 different attachments. I'll be using the star attachment today. I'm kind of known for, I'm the deviled eggs person for holidays. And of course I cannot make just regular, I have to decorate them. But it also comes with like a filler tube. So if you need to fill up donuts or cakes or whatever. And then other kind of like frosting decorating tips. Not as numerous, but you could do some nice decorating. What I like about this tool is it is easy. Yes, my husband's home, so you can hear the dogs barking. So you can see I'm just pushing the potatoes into the tube. And then I'm placing the attachment on top, and then the ring goes on top. What I like about the accent decorator is, I don't have a lot of hand strength, and when I'm using decorating bags, my hand gets tired. But with the accent decorator, you use this little push here and the nice handle. And then what I'm going to do is just make a dollop . The potatoes are very thick, obviously. But you can decorate and make this a fancy supper. But you can imagine, if you're using this with frosting or deviled eggs, and I'm just doing this fast, but it'll still be very edible. I set the oven for 375, and you bake it for, let's see, 25 to 30 minutes, depending on your oven. So if you don't want to get fancy, you can also use a stainless steel scoop. There are 3 sizes of scoops from Pampered Chef. I use these all the time. The small one for dollops of mayonnaise or sour cream, cookies, you name it, they work great. So I'm just going to I push it up against the side, and I actually have a really large one too. So then you just scoop it out. This is the quick method, as you can see. But you just spread the mashed potatoes out across your shepherd pie. So every bite gets some potatoes. what's nice about this recipe is it even tastes better the next day. So that's why I'm making 2 servings, or 2 recipes, because we like the leftovers. All right, so you could use the cheese grater if you have block cheese. We need, for a double recipe, we need 1 cup of cheddar cheese, and you can either mix it in if you want to. If you're going to use a scoop, you can just mix it in your potatoes, or as I'm doing, I'm just going to sprinkle it across. Hi, Amy. Hi, Mary. Nice that you could join me. And that's all there's to it. So I'll pop in the comments later, the end product, what it looks like. Joining.